Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a review on matte glosses. I know liquid lipsticks, which are the liquid dry to matte, have been really popular for the past year and a half, 2 years, and now a lot of brands are now jumping on to having matte lip glosses. I actually kind of fell into these products because I went to go buy a L'Oreal product thinking that it was a liquid lipstick that was matte and it never dried, and it took me about 2 weeks, I'll be honest, because I just never read the packaging to realize that it was actually a lip gloss. And now have just kind of run across a bunch of brands that I'll be showing you today that have that similar product. So the differences between a liquid lipstick and a matte gloss. Liquid lipsticks, of course, liquid, when you put them on, they are either moussey or they're velvety liquid form in texture, but then they dry down to a matte finish. They don't transfer typically. And for a matte lip gloss, they go on, they're more velvety in texture and they move on your lips. They do transfer, but they are just a matte finish when you apply them. Some of them kind of dry down a little bit more, but they are not more of a no transfer product as you find in a lot of liquid lipsticks. But the plus to the matte glosses is that the plus to the matte glosses, lost my train of thought there. The plus to the matte glosses are they do not dry your lips out. So you don't get the cracking, they don't settle in fine lines the way the liquid lipsticks do. And they're just easier to wear, especially for people who typically have naturally dry lips and want to wear a balm, but also want to wear a matte lipstick. These may be a better solution for you. So now that I've talked about all that, let's jump right into the brands and the products themselves. I'm looking down at them. I have 4 different brands that have a matte gloss: Revlon, L'Oreal, Ruby Kisses, and LA Girl, which you'll typically find at like a beauty supply store. The L'Oreal and the Revlon, I believe I bought at a grocery store or at CVS. Can't remember, probably both. And the ones that I bought pretty much are in the same neutral pink range. I do have a few that are more bold color, maybe a berry or I have a deep color that I'll try on, but they're, for whatever reason, I just gravitated towards picking up neutrals and pinks in the gloss form. So let's get into the lip swatches. So I have these 2 LA Girl products. They look very similar in color. One is Fantasy and Dreamy. So I'm not going to use a lip liner when swatching these because I want you all to see the true color on my skin tone right now. But I'm NC45, and most of these I probably would wear a lip liner with, but I am not going to, just so that you can see what they look like without any manipulation. The first one I am going to put on is Fantasy by LA Girl. So this is Fantasy. Now on screen it is, oh, on my viewfinder it is coming off a little bit less neon than it is in person. It is a very bright coral color. I definitely would need a lip liner to wear this. Just looking at myself in the mirror, I would never wear this by itself. It is very tacky. It applied very liquidy, so it was really hard to get just an even coat on my lips. It was very patchy, and it still is very patchy. And it's very sticky, so as you can see, my lips stick together. And it's actually starting to kind of peel off right here. Yeah, LA Girl, I'm not really sure about this product, but we have another color to try, so I'll try that on and I'll be right back. So this next color from LA Girl that I am going to apply is Dreamy. And this looks like a very nice, it reminds me of like a very soft terracotta. It's definitely deeper than Fantasy. So this is like a muted rose color. And this is LA Girl's Dreamy. And it's a really soft pink nude color. Now between these two, Dreamy actually applied more as a mousse formula. So the formulation of it was very thick compared to Fantasy. Fantasy was very runny, very watery, and it was streaky. Or shall I say more streaky than Dreamy. Dreamy is still a little streaky, so the LA Girl products tend to apply a little bit more streaky, patchy. Actually, Dreamy is not as sticky as Fantasy was, but I probably could wear Dreamy without a lip liner. I wouldn't, but I could get away with it. But I also feel like this one is a little bit more drying in the feeling than Fantasy was, even though it looks better, it applied better, and it's not as sticky. It does feel more drying to my lips. So these were the two colors from LA Girl, the matte flat finish pigment glosses in Fantasy and Dreamy. The next three lip glosses that I will be swatching live are the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Glosses. Let's see how I can hold it. And I will be swatching these. I will be swatching these from lightest to darkest. The colors that I have, starting with the lightest one, 318 Bare Attraction, 314 Nude Allude, and 306 Aphrodite Kiss, which I think should be Aphrodite, but nonetheless, starting with Bare Attraction. This is just a peachy nude color. So in the viewfinder, this is coming off a little bit more pink than what it actually is. This is like a for real brown girl's peachy nude. with these, they do tend to slip like a natural lip gloss would, which is why I was really confused with myself as to why it wasn't drying, because I didn't realize it was a lip gloss. But this is Bare Attraction. Next is Nude Lewd. I would actually describe this one as a mauve rose color. This is like a 90s color actually, but it is definitely rose colored. And the last Infallible Pro Matte Gloss that I'll be trying by L'Oreal is Aphrodite Kiss. And this is like a hot pink. There's no other way to describe this other than just hot pink. Now I want to know if this will actually dry down. On the viewfinder it's looking as like really matte, but in person it does have a sheen to it. This is one of the colors that I actually would recommend putting over a super matte lipstick just to make it more comfortable on the lips. This would be a great gloss to kind of do like an ombre with a darker, more vampy color and this bright pink. I only have one Revlon product to show you, and this is the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. I wasn't really sure initially if this was a liquid lipstick or a gloss. I tried it on, actually I just swatched it on my hand once and wanted to see if it dried, and it never dried down, so that's how it ended up in this category. But this is categorized not as a lip gloss but as a lip color, and the color that I have is Addiction number 610. And so far, this is probably the best smelling matte gloss that I've tried on today. This, like I said, is the best smelling thus far of all the brands that I've tried. The LA Girl, I didn't really like the smell of that one. The Infallible Pro Matte was okay. This one just actually smells the best. Smells the best of them all so far. So the last three matte glosses I will be swatching for you all are the Ruby Kisses Cream, what are they saying this? Ruby Kisses Cream-alicious products. And I've got three distinct colors here. Tickle Me Silly, My Boo and I, and Aren't You Jealous? Of course, I'll be doing this dark color last, so let's start off with Tickle Me Silly. Okay, now seriously, not wearing this lip gloss anywhere without a liner. It reminds me of Saint Germain from MAC, like a mixture of Saint Germain and Snob. But like the LA Girl, this one is very streaky. It is hard to get an even coat of it, and it's settling in the fine lines. So let's see what this is. Creamalicious Ruby Kisses Triple Butter Matte Creams. So far, Tickle Me Silly, not impressed. my Boot and Eye. This is like a coral color, like a for real coral color. So the last matte gloss that I'm going to try from Ruby Kisses is the Arent You Jealous. This is a very deep plum vampy color. My lips seem a little bit stained from that last one. This is Ruby Kisses Arent You Jealous. Of the 3 Ruby Kisses matte creams, this one feels the most matte. This one applied the best. And just like the Revlon one, it appears to... The darker colors just looked better. They applied better. They seemed more creamy, more velvety, whereas the lighter colors were more liquidy. They didn't seem to ever get to any form of matte state. This and this Revlon were the closest things that I would consider a matte gloss to be. However, Arent You Jealous from Ruby Kisses, what is this called? Addiction from Revlon, and L'Oreal's Bare Attraction applied the best amongst all the butter or the matte glosses that I tried today. This one has to be by far my favorite as far as matte and not moving. This L'Oreal one was the best as far as color, application, and then Revlon was the best of everything with the smell. The worst performing, of course, was the LA Girls. It was streaky, it was runny, it was all over the place. It was a hot ass mess. Let's just be honest. It was a hot ass mess. So if you are someone who has dry lips but would like to wear a matte gloss, I would say consider Ruby Kisses. Go for the darker shades because those are less streaky, but even if you have to apply multiple times to your lips to get a color that you like, it doesn't look patchy. If smells are an issue for you, I say go with the Revlon. But again, I only have this color, so I can't tell you how the lighter colors perform. If you're looking for a nude and you're my complexion or darker, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in number 318 is the way to go. I really hope that you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram because I post a lot of things there and that may not actually make it to a video for a full review. Thank you for watching. And come back to see my world. I don't know, I'm gonna take this off. I really don't want to take this off, but I got more videos to record.